Hey guys, Martin here. Welcome to my channel Farland Geek, and today I'm going to be doing the Harry Potter tag. So this tag has been around for quite a while, and as I consider myself a very big Harry Potter fan, I could not do this tag. So I found the questions for this tag on the Bakey's channel. She is a British Harry Potter YouTuber. If you don't know her, you can go, and if you like Harry Potter, of course, you can go check her out. I'm going to leave a link with her video in the description. And yes, these are just questions related to Harry Potter, and I'm going to answer them right now. Question number 1, favorite book. This is kind of difficult because I like all the books, but if I have to pick one, I would say that my favorite is The Order of the Phoenix, because of two reasons. My favorite character, which is Luna Lovegood, happens to appear in that book, and also my favorite battle in in all of Harry Potter history happened in that book, which is the battle in the Department of Mysteries. So yeah, that's my favorite battle, and my favorite character are introduced in that book, so Order of the Phoenix all the way. Favorite film. I like pretty much all the films, some more than others, but my favorite is Prisoner of Azkaban. I don't know why, but it has like a different feel than the rest of the films. I don't know how to explain it, but I just, out of all the films, that is the one that I've rewatched the most. So yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban. Least favorite book. I don't think I have a least favorite book, but I will have to say, because I like all of them, but if I had to pick one, I would say Half-Blood Prince, because even though the whole of Voldemort's story was very, very important, the first time that I read it, I kind of felt I didn't really like going to see Voldemort's past. I much rather, at that time, when I was a kid, I much rather, just stay with Harry, Ron, and Hermione and whatever they were doing at school than, go into this, memories of Voldemort and stuff. So I would say only because of that, I would choose Half-Blood Prince. Which also probably that's the reason why Half-Blood Prince is my least favorite film. But I will not say, there are other reasons why Half-Blood Prince is my least favorite film. I just don't really like that film. I mean, I like it because it's a Harry Potter film, of course. But compared to the others, that is the one that I've watched the least. I don't know. It gave me a weird feeling, that film. What part of the books or movies made you cry? I haven't really cried. I mean, apart from Dobby's death on the book. But on the films, I think I only cried on the last film when I went to watch it on the cinema. Of course, Snape's Memories, that just had me really, tearing up. And also when they were, all the teachers and the students were building, they were creating the giant force field to protect Hogwarts from the Death Eaters. I don't know, when they were like Protego Maxima, whatever they were saying, when they were building the shield, I began tearing up because it was like, this is the time, this is the end, which later on we would know that was not the end, but at that time that was the end. So yeah, I teared up in that part, and of course Snape's Memories, and from that moment on until the end of the film, of course. This question, I don't know what number it is, but it's the next one. If you could hook up with any HP character, who would it be? And I think I would have to say Hermione, because I don't know the rest of the Potterheads, the boy Potterheads, but, at least she was one of my first crushes when I was a little boy. So I would say yes. And also because Emma Watson is beautiful. But, taking that aside, I love Hermione. She might not be my favorite female character, but she comes second. I would say her, or I would say Queenie from the Fantastic Beasts series, because I love that character so much. But yeah, I kind of feel weird answering this question, but it was here, so I would say Queenie or Hermione. Next question, favorite character. I already answered that, Luna Lovegood. What would your Patronus be? That's the next question. And I love horses. Horses are my favorite animals. So I always said that my Patronus would be a horse, but when I took the test on Pottermore, my Patronus ended up being a chow dog, which they are really, really cute animals. So I'm pretty happy with my Patronus. Next question. If you could have the Resurrection Stone, the Invisibility Cloak, or the other one, which one would you choose? And I would choose the Invisibility Cloak because, you know, there are plenty of things that you can do being invisible, and it would be really fun. I don't really care about power that much, so I don't really care about having the Elder Wand. And the Resurrection Stone just creeps me out so much, so I would not pick that one either. So the Invisibility Cloak. Next question. What house would you be in? And I think it's pretty obvious. Ravenclaw. The thing is, before Pottermore, I never really kind of felt identify with any house just by reading the books or watching the films. I think, you know, when we were, or at least when I was growing up, it was like, yay, Gryffindor, because Harry, Ron, and Hermione were, you know, they were from Gryffindor, and the main characters were all from Gryffindor, etc., etc., etc. And I didn't want to be in Slytherin because all the bad guys happened to be from Slytherin. But after I took the test back in 2011, when it was like the beta period of Pottermore, and I got sorted into Ravenclaw, and I got to know more about the house, it was like, yeah, that's definitely me. I am a Ravenclaw. So from that moment on, I completely identified with my house. So yeah, Ravenclaw all the way. Next question. If you could meet any member of the cast, who would it be? Apart from the main trio, I would love to meet, you know, Harry, Daniel, Emma, and Rupert. And probably Ivana, because, you know, I love Luna, and she is like a fan's dream come true. You know, she was a fan, and then she became part of the Potterverse. So yeah, but if I could really meet anyone related to Harry Potter, I would like to meet Jo, because, you know, she's an inspiration for me. I will talk about that later on, but she seems like a very interesting woman in general, person. So I would like to, you know, talk to her just about stuff, not specifically related to Harry Potter, but stuff in general. Next question. Have you played any of the video games? Yes. I think on my Harry Potter like merchandise show and tell, I showed all the video games. I own all of them except for number 6, because, as I said, it seems like a trend that I mean, out of all the books, it was my least favorite. Out of all the movies, was the least favorite. And so I did not bother to buy the video game back when it came out, like in 2009 or something. My favorite one is number 3, Prisoner of Azkaban. It was the first game where you could play, and I have all the games for PC, by the way. That was the first game where you could play as Harry, Ron, and Hermione. So that's my favorite one. And the story in the I love the story of the Prisoner of Azkaban game. So that's my favorite. Next question. If you were on the Quidditch team, which position would you play? And I think I would either be a beater or a keeper. Probably a keeper, because it fits with my personality more than being actually a beater or a seeker or a chaser. So yeah, I would probably be a keeper. Next question. Were you happy with the ending? Yes, I was happy. I was satisfied with the ending. But I will have to say, looking back to the ending, particularly the epilogue, now that I have time to process everything, I find it pretty cliche. Everyone ended up in the same family of the core characters, you know, because Hermione married Ron, so now she became part of the family, and Harry married Ginny, so he became part of the family as well. You know, they were all related. Harry and Hermione ended up being, you know, uncles and aunts of every single Weasley kid, pretty much. And they were like 20,000 Weasleys. So that I found that pretty cliche now that I think about it, that they were all related, politically related at the end. I mean, I cannot really complain, that's just nitpicking. But yeah, if I had to criticize something, that would be. But anyway, yes, I'm super happy with the ending as well. And last question, how much does Harry Potter mean to you? And, you know, that's like a very difficult to express in words, but it means everything. Harry Potter was the reason why I began reading. Harry Potter was the reason why I fell in love with fantasy. Harry Potter and Jo were the reason as why I wanted to become, I mean, I don't know if I wanted to become a writer, but I fell in love with writing fantasy. And, you know, yeah, it's one of my dreams is to be able to publish my stories, my fantasy stories as well. So it influenced so much in me. For me, and I think for pretty much all of us that really grew up with Harry Potter is or Star Wars, it's or Star Trek, it's or Lord of the Rings. I mean, I was like, when the first book came out, but when I got to know the Harry Potter itself, I was 8 years old and I was 18 when the films ended, and you know, I was 14 when the books finished, and you know, I really grew up with Harry Potter, and you know, I love it. It's my favorite series. It will always be. So yeah, that was everything for this video. I hope you liked it. Tell me in the comments if you love Harry Potter. Give it a thumbs up if you love Harry Potter as well. Feel free to answer these questions as well. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, I don't know if I will tag anybody. If you like Harry Potter and you haven't done this tag, I tag you to do it. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I hope you liked it, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye!